Hey Virgo. So right in the middle, and this is touching most of the cards, right, is the Star card. So healing, being able to be excited and look forward to and dream and fantasize about being someone with someone or being someone. Maybe you guys, there has been this theme recently of someone who watches my videos might be like an actor or a performer of some kind. So seeing yourself as a star, but starting to heal, starting to be able to move forward uh, after having walked away. Or because when the Eight of Cups is here, this is like you're usually not. It's almost bittersweet because you've gotten to the point here where you're like, I just can't do it anymore. So it's not like you're leaving desperately wanting to stay. Like you're ready to go. It's you're like emotionally bankrupt. I like to think of this card as like a slot machine. And you've just you had $50 to gamble with, and you put your $50 in, but then you kept putting more in and more in and more in, and until you're just like broke, like you just couldn't let go, but you're ready to let go. But again, it's that bittersweet moment of I put in all that time and effort and I still couldn't make it work. But then to turning around, sort of, so to speak, and seeing, you know what, once I heal, I have things to look forward to move on. So things are starting to look up for you guys, because I do feel like this Eight of Cups is probably more in the past. So we have fire and water, which can work. I mean, anything can work, and people's charts are so complex. So people can act like a fire sign and not even have a sun, moon, or rising. That's fire. They could have a bunch of personal planets in fire. So you can't get too hung up on the zodiac sign. But there's someone who's a leader here. So because we have this is like an Aries type person. And then the Emperor is also somewhat of an Aries type person, strong male energy. And the Sun, which is the moon is the female energy, the Sun is the male energy. So this very strong, and the King of Swords. So there's lots of strong men around you. But if it's not people, I mean, this is really an energy. And okay, so for some of you, it could have been a work thing too. Maybe you really tried hard at work, you were promised things. Yeah, because we have this overburdened card where you just kept taking on more and more and more responsibility, and maybe you were promised things, and they just didn't come through. I feel like if that is a situation, unfortunately, sometimes you have to leave where you are. Like people take you for granted. Just like any relationship, it can happen at work too. Apply for management positions if you're looking to switch careers, because I really feel like that's where your new path lies. As a leader in management, the King of Wands and the Emperor is a very entrepreneurial energy, starting your own business. But the Two of Wands asks you to make a choice. You only have so much energy, and we only have so much energy. So where are you spending it? Spend it wisely, and make sure you're not just kind of like that slot machine analogy before too, that you're not, this is just burden, more responsibility, taking on things that really aren't necessarily yours to carry and deal with. So Be wise about how you spend your energy. And I love how there's this sun rising in the background, because we do have the sun here. And it's like once you can stop putting time and effort into things that have little to no payoff for you, regardless of where it is in your life, then you get all this healing and energy, this energy of the sun, which is vitality. It's even virility. So babies. Seeing things really clearly. It can have to do with male children. Although there's a lot of maybe adult male children. There's a lot of mature people on the table. That's interesting. So you're going to be required to wear your big boy or girl pants, as they say, and be very straightforward. The King of Swords and the King of Wands are very straightforward. Now, it doesn't mean they're not tactful, but they're very straightforward. There is this one feminine energy here, and she's a strong one. She's intuitive. So maybe for some of you, you're a woman around a lot of men, and you're doing an amazing job. Like I feel like for a lot of you, this might be career, but it could be in your family. You don't have to change who you are. How do I want to say this? They will accept you. So don't try to change yourself or your style to be more like them. They need to be more open and receptive to your style, your gifts, and your way of doing things. There's diversity brings, the more diverse a company is, the better it runs, the better ideas, the more well-rounded it is. So that's a strength. That's your strength here. It's not a weakness. It's not, it's something to be celebrated and valued. So you have extreme value wherever you are in all your interactions. It is time to open up for you who have been single. It's time. It's time to dip your toe in the water, to get back out there, even if it's just in your mind, opening your mind to the possibility of moving forward again. Maybe browse some dating sites. Go out, change up your routine, do something different, be somewhere, you can always go with a friend or something. Yeah, so at the bottom of the deck, I forgot to read this. Oh, and the Two of Cups, that's funny. And Three of Swords. So some of you definitely went through a tough breakup, and I see kids. So this is like a divorce, but you were getting away from, it was a toxic situation. Oh, wow. So we have the Empress and the Emperor. So this is that relationship I'm talking about. That now these two people in a romantic relationship, most likely, but it could be a business partnership, are pretty gun shy because they feel like they've been burned, or it was just a very traumatic, again, breakup, and they're really shy about getting back into something. But again, it is time. There are tons of great people out there that just aren't matches when they're together, because it's really hard. I feel like some of you were with someone that was super picky. Like no matter what you did, you couldn't please them. Like maybe even something like OCD, like they just had to have everything. There was just always some new pet peeve or something, and you found yourself like walking on eggshells and jumping through hoops, and just like maybe that's like you were just so sick of trying to, this 10 of wands, it's just overburdened trying to make everything okay so that they were okay. So it was a learning experience. Like you will see those red flags. You will understand that you can't make someone else okay. Because this Four of Cups is just like, oh my God, just kind of withdrawing, especially if we're walking on eggshells. You just sort of can shut down because you're like, I can't deal with the volatility anymore. And just sort of like, I don't know what to do. This was some depression, but that again, you're coming out of all of that and healing. So this is a time to look forward. Maybe all these men, if you're a woman or date men, and you can't get too hung up on gender in these readings, but maybe you're going to just be out dating. Maybe you're going to be doing Tinder or something. Is that the one where you like hook up? I don't know. Or doing some online dating. So I definitely see that for some of you, like sort of waking up from a sleep or a cocoon, like from a protective place, and getting out there again and healing. But with the star and the sun on the table, yeah, this is like having sex, like having like feeling sexy and wanting to be seen. Maybe you changed up your style, have been working out and are feeling good about yourself. So people will be attracted to you. You will be drawing attention. It's a victory card as well. So if you're working towards something new or applying for jobs, like success, that's definitely a success card out on the table. So I feel like you may be feeling a little sort of thrown under the bus by someone, or that it was sort of something sort of rough happened in the past, but you're coming out of it. You're starting to be like you grew your tough skin back and you're ready to sort of get back out there. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Take care.